Hi! Today we're going to be reading a fun book. This book is called The Three Little Aliens and the Big Bad Robot. Now, is there a story you can think of that is similar to this title? The Three Little Aliens and the Big Bad Robot. Did you think about it? The Three Little Pigs. So yeah, we read The Three Little Pigs in class, and today I'm going to be reading this book that's kind of similar to The Three Little Pigs, but it has different characters. So we're going to read this, and I just have a couple questions for you at the end, and we'll see how similar this book is to The Three Little Pigs that we've read. All right, before we get started, we always talk about the parts of the book. So this is the front cover, back cover, spine, and this whole part is the title. The title is big and it says, "Look at me." And remember, the title wants us to know that this book is all about the three little aliens and the big bad robot. Now, this book was written by Margaret McNamara and Mark Fearing. So there's two authors, two people that wrote this book. All right, so the three little aliens and the big bad robot. Ooh, so on this page here, we can see all of the planets in space. Do you see Earth? Let's see, is someone there? There's Earth. Yep, there it is. Here's our title page. The Three Little Aliens and the Big Bad Robot. Ooh, written by Margaret McNamara and illustrated by Mark. So Mark is actually the illustrator. Silliness sentence. All right, let's see. Once there was a mama alien who had three little aliens. They were called Bork, Gork, and whoa, look at that hardware. Let's see. Niklowicz. Bork, Gork, and Niklowicz grew up in an old-fashioned house in a snug, cozy crater on a tiny little planet. As the eons passed, their house got too crowded. It's time for you to go out in the universe and find a planet of your own, their mama told them, giving each a hug. But remember, watch out for the big bad robot. It wants to chew you up. So Bork, Gork, and Niklowicz took off. "Bye, Mama," they cried. "Bye, kids," she shouted. "Always stick together," she added. Then she sniffed a little bit. "And call me every once in a while." How do you think Mama's feeling right now? She's sniffling. Alright. The three little aliens traveled far and fast. "There was a cute planet," said Bork. "Too hot," said Niklowicz. "How about that one?" asked Gork. "Too crowded," replied Niklowicz. They darted around a meteor. "Are we there yet?" asked Bork. Just past the next bend, a big planet swirling with dust loomed into view. Bork spotted a shiny space rover zipping around its mountains and plains. "Awesome," she said. "I'm going to live in that." "Ma said to stick together," called Niklowicz. But Bork had already zipped too far away to hear. Uh-oh, they're not sticking together. Niklowicz and Gork traveled on. Niklowicz didn't like the looks of the next planet either. "Nowhere to breathe," he gasped. "Picky, picky," Gork said. Then just ahead he spied a giant planet with huge golden rings around it. Ooh. He jumped on a passing satellite and caught a ride on a ring. "Whee!" he squealed. "This is what I call home." "We can't live on a ring that goes around in circles," yelled Niklowicz. "We'll get dizzy." But Gork wasn't paying any attention. He was having too much fun. Let's see what happens next. Now Niklowicz was all alone. He traveled deeper and deeper into space until he spotted a massive blue planet far out in the galaxy. It had 13 moons and refreshing breezes. Sounds lovely. "This faraway place is where I'll build my home," he said. It will be safe from the big, bad robot. What do you think? You think he'll be safe? Far away from his siblings? Nickowicz found everything he needed to make sturdy walls. He gathered stardust to keep his home bright and found solar panels to keep it warm. Then he grabbed a tall, shiny telescope. This'll do for a chimney, he said, though no one heard him. Rock by rock and row by row, Nickowicz built the perfect house. When he was finished, he sat down and locked the door. His house was not very zippy or cool, but it was very safe, and there was room enough for all 3 little aliens. I hope they come to visit soon, said Nickowicz. It's all below. Oh, here we go, friends. Oh. Then, one galactic dawn, there was a rumbling in the universe. Greet, oink, meep. Beep, bleep, deep, eep. It was the big, bad robot. Gork was so busy on her swirly red planet that she couldn't hear the robot's call. She didn't feel its giant footsteps as it leapt from star to star, and she didn't see the robot until it was right in front of her rover. Oh. Little alien, bleeped the robot. Pull over, pull over! Not by the wheels of my trusty space rover, cried Gork bravely. Then I'll crack and smack and whack your house down, meeped the robot. Oh, he looks serious. And just like that, the robot cracked and smacked and whacked Gork's shiny rover into 100 pieces. As fast as the speed of sound, Gork jetted away, the robot close behind her. Just as the robot was about to eat her up, she spotted Gork's satellite house. Gork! Gork! Help me! She cried. Oh no. But Gork was having so much fun surfing on the rings of his giant planet that he didn't hear Gork's cries. He didn't see the robot chomping on comets and ripping open black holes until the big bad robot caught Gork's satellite in his huge metal claws. Ooh. Little alien, it broinked. Come out of hiding! Not by the orbit of this ring I'm riding, cried Gork stoutly. Then I will shatter and clatter and scatter your house down, groinked the robot. And before Gork could fly beneath the radar, that robot clattered and scattered and shattered Gork's satellite into 1,000 pieces. Gork barely escaped. Over here, called Gork. Stick together. At the speed of light, Gork and Gork blasted out into space with the big bad robot getting closer and closer all the time. Where can we hide? Asked Gork. Let's find Nickowicz, cried Gork. He'll know what to do. Oh, here we go. Nickowicz had heard the robot's roar. He had seen what was going on with his brother and sister through his telescope, and he was ready. He flashed his solar panels halfway across the universe. There he is, cried Gork and Gork, and they zoomed to Nickowicz's house as fast as a hurtling asteroid. Get inside, cried Nickowicz. No time to waste. No sooner had Gork and Gork slammed Nickowicz's solid space rock door than they heard the robot rumbling. Little alien, he squeaked. Let me come in! Not by the slime on my chinny chin chin, cried Nickowicz. Then I will smack and crack and whack your house down, zeeped the robot. The big bad robot bashed and crashed Necklawick's strong, solid house. Nothing happened. Then it pounded and smashed really hard. Not a crack. Then it loaded up its triple laser and zapped that house. But good. That house would not fall down. Ooh, he's starting to look a little tired. So the robot forced his way into the little alien's house right down the chimney. The aliens covered 3 ears and waited for the robot to chomp them up. Do you think it's going to work? Will he fit in that little chimney? Whoa! But halfway down the telescope, that robot got stuck tight. It strained and it struggled. It moaned and it groaned. Necklawick's house shook and shuddered, but did it fall down? It did not. The robot gave one more mighty cry and burst into 1,000,000 pieces. Cool, said Gork. Awesome, said Gork. Just as I planned, said Necklawick. There's just one thing missing, said Gork. Phone home, said Gork. So Necklawick did. Ma, he said, we have the coziest house in the galaxy. Won't you come over and tuck us in? Oh. Alright, friends, so this story was really fun. It was a lot like the Three Little Pigs. So what I want you to do is I want you to comment and tell me, how is this story similar? How is it the same as the Three Little Pigs? And how is it different? There were a lot of things that were the same and a lot of things that were different. So I want to know what you think and what you realized after reading this book. Tell me what you noticed, and if you have any wonders, you can comment those as well. All right? I hope to hear from you all soon, and I'll see you with the next story. Bye.